Hey, what's up, everybody?
Just
me and the voices in my head. Welcome to Constructed Chaos, where we run our D&D live stream every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. This Wednesday is a special one, not only because Christmas is coming up. Happy early Christmas or happy holidays, however you choose to celebrate. We love that for you, and we hope you have a great festive season. But we also put out our newest episode recap covering episodes 11 to 20 just yesterday. So if you're curious as to what's going on and you want to catch up real fast, it's about 10 minutes long. So in 10 minutes, you can know everything that we know and probably more than the players know. They're not here right now, so I can say that and be mean to them.
They don't want to.
I need to go watch
it.
I watched it.
Me too.
So that said, we do have a couple of things to cover, including our amazing sponsors, Tabletop Beard and their Rogue Beard Butter. This stuff is great if you're going out for a night on the town. I don't know how else to put it, but it's like a midnight cologne. It smells nice. It doesn't just smell good. It smells high quality and, smells like you're getting fancy.
Like you go to the club.
Beard butter.
While I put some of this stuff on and get fancy for tonight, I'll roll a quick ad for our sponsor. They can hear you right now. Welcome back, everyone. If you guys were curious, you can use code CHAOS20 for 20% off at checkout. The link to Tabletop Beard is in the description below, so check them out. And you may also notice another logo up here. This is for our friends at Darkeport. They are also a D&D stream that focuses on some more heavy-hitting adult themes. Human-centered war story is what they like to tell, and they have a very well-produced, authentic outlook on the themes of love and violence. I've watched their show a couple of times. It's really good. Go give them some love. Their link is in the description, too. We're doing a little bit of cross-promotion with our friends, so love that. Love to see our community kind of coming together. And let's see. I think that's just about everything.
Do we have a bean camera?
A what?
A bean camera.
A bean camera?
Yeah, we talked about it last stream.
Sorry, no, I didn't get that done. Voice in my head.
He's still installing the TV that's not there.
That's
remember.
Yeah, that's right.
But it is now time to roll
that beautiful beam footage.
Yes, it is.
Don't you take that jacket away from me?
What is the beam?
Nestled between the hum of the hive and the ostentatious interior of the Harvester's Guild Hall, you count your steps in motes of radiance, volleyed through windows by angelic beams of sunlight that pour from countless holes in the cavernous ceiling of the colossal insect mound at the center of Charos. Dimitri, the dwarven tiefling, continues to escort you across the mosaic tile floors of this prestigious location and up several sets of stairs, under the guise of your connection to the enigmatic Eve. It would appear that her name may yet allow you further access to the insect tunnels beneath Charos, in search of your Umbra quarry. But a sense of dismay enters your heart as you collect your thoughts and ascertain that she shares in the same goal, and she has several days head start. Welcome back.
Oh, it's actually
just
us.
voices in his head.
Oh my God! Yeah, we're on.
It's so
now.
good to have a body again.
We've been freed.
Now that our chat has seen the intro and all of you have seen the intro, we rejoin are for adventurers and Matavi as you follow your guild hall guide. And you traverse a labyrinth of corridors, rooms, and stairways within the Harvesters Guild until you finally arrive at a formidable wooden door. Dimitri knocks, the sound echoing in the quiet chamber behind you. The dwarven tiefling's composed demeanor shifts as he calls out in unsure, Malaka, we've got some travelers here. They say they know that woman that came through a few days back. Eve? As the door slowly opens, Malakva's office is revealed, adorned with a number of books and clay sculptures on shelves beyond a large wooden desk, suddenly blocked from your view by a pale green tiefling woman with long black hair pulled around her spiraled horns and then braided into a single large braid resting over her right shoulder. She a friend of yours then?
Acquaintance.
No, I just told
Work
that.
colleague.
I just told that to that guy so we could talk to you.
Curious. And you knew this would grant you an audience with me, how?
Because he offered that up, and I just jumped on it.
She looks towards Dimitri as he kind of like looks away. It's fine, Dimitri.
I give him a wink.
You are no longer needed. And she pulls her braid to the side, resting it now on her left shoulder.
Isolde.
Come,
Isolde.
sit. We'll talk. As she beckons you into her office.
What are the figurines? That was some. I don't. What
They're like clay sculptures.
of what?
Make a investigation check.
Oh God.
I was about to say both.
The clay golems is what they gonna be.
That probably
12.
These
I think I have anything to investigate. I do not.
These sculptures are small. They're not large or gaudy, but they seem to depict certain insectoid forms.
Okay.
They might even represent some of the creatures that you may find below in the
Do they
insect
look
mound.
regal
Is it-
or just like they're just existent?
Or mean.
Well, I'm wondering if it's like they're worshiping it or just kind of like
Oh,
commemorating
they're
it.
idols.
I didn't.
They appear to be part decorative and part,
Commemorative?
Functional.
yeah, in terms of like studious nature. Like if somebody is trying to show you what something looks
Like a
like.
museum.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Like this is their codex of the different types of insects.
Right.
Is there a map on the table of the
Looking
hive,
out
I'm guessing.
across the table, you see a number of papers, ink and quill freshly placed back into the jar, as she appears to be filling out several documents. Looks like wares orders, basically things
Okay.
that may be acclimating certain resources to various businesses throughout Charos.
I didn't know she was like playing with her figurines on a table.
She's playing D&D.
Yeah, there are a number of cameras
Or-
sitting right
Yeah,
above the
exactly.
desk, looking back at four other bewildered people.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Sorry for the deception, but we're looking for somebody, and when he mentioned that lady, we're inadvertently on her tail.
And you say that you are not friends with this Eve.
No,
woman.
she's bad news.
No.
So I learned as well.
Mm.
It may not surprise you to know that she forced her way into the mound below. She threatened my life. I do not take kindly to this, and I'm glad we are on the same side.
Did she mention an Isolde?
She did. A drow woman, if I recall.
We too seek that same quarry.
I see.
But not for the same purposes.
I imagine hers is a nefarious purpose.
She
Given our
did not
previous
elaborate.
run-in.
She did not have to. She mainly said she was looking for someone She heard around town that they may have disappeared into the mound a number of years ago.
Years ago?
Yeah,
Isolde?
yes.
I
know. I
thought
had that same
we
revelation.
were.
Years.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought we were like.
I thought it was like months.
Months
I thought it was
ago.
like weeks.
Someone should have watched the recap.
It was.
been talking about him.
How did you get it was years?
Why do we need to watch it when we've got you?
Yeah, exactly.
Like he said it in the recap, and I remember like I remember it being like,
You said it was years in the recap?
Well, it said that she hadn't been heard from in some time.
Sometime.
But she left for Zealous several years ago.
That's what it was. Yeah, she left years ago.
I did not
you-
take that information
How-
in.
So you
So-
don't know of Isolde.
Well, how long ago-
Personally, I do not.
How long have you been at this post?
I have been the guild master for close to 13 years now.
Wouldn't you have had to like let her down?
Not necessarily. I
don't
don't oversee every single day-to-day operation
You
of
don't
this
keep
place.
records of who goes out.
We keep some records,
Mm.
yes. She may have joined our ranks as a harvester. She may have found a way in that we do not necessarily abide.
Did
That
how
would
long
make
ago
sense.
did Eve go down?
Eve left only a few days ago. She arrived shortly before you all.
I mean, we saw even.
There's
Right.
not a lot
So-
we know
And
about
you-
her.
But
What
this
do you
also
know
tells
of
us-
her? I know
Not-
you say not a lot, but
Well, so the thing is,
She's a thief.
she is
Well-
she's definitely a thief. She has stolen something from myself personally, but she is also trying to cause chaos around the entire republic. It seems
She's trying to construct chaos everywhere she goes.
sounds like a rather interesting lady. I would like to subscribe to her adventures.
It.
If
They
she
are-
would publish them in
I know.
writing or some sort of video essay format, I would
Maybe
enjoy.
A moving-
youtube.com/chaos.
Oh my god, the
Shameless
fourth
plug.
wall breaking is real tonight.
So she has hurt a friend of ours. Long story short, she sold her something that she stole from me that was she ended up cursing. Okay. Right. So that's why we're worried about her. I have a weird question, just to wrap some things up in Drazad's brain. Did she have a sword with like a red gem on the hilt by chance?
She certainly did.
Okay,
It
great.
is what she held to my throat.
Okay, wonderful. So that is who we saw at Maryland. That is who passed us by at the mill stacks. Okay.
Did she happen to leave any obsidian anywhere?
Not that I am
Great.
aware of.
Don't touch it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely do not touch it.
Bad stuff
Don't touch it.
happens.
I
with
see.
The obsidian that she leaves behind.
We've found trace amounts of obsidian beneath the mound.
It's
Not
natural.
normally enough to harvest or make something of, but I understand it carries a unique affinity for enchantment.
It definitely does. Obsidian.
I have had a number of people approach me looking to procure such a substance.
Well, unless you know where it comes from, do not touch it. Just warning.
Did anyone recently?
Not
Within-
in
within the
at
last
least
year.
a number of months.
Okay. Then.
Can you describe who it might have been, the most recent one?
I remember at least a couple of years ago a rather persistent halfling woman from Nivira who was looking for something for a pet project, as I understand.
Well, I think she found it.
Oh, she found it.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
So then, I assume you want access to the tunnels.
Yes. To not only hunt down Eve and bring her back.
It is one thing to allow one harbinger of chaos into the tunnels, but to allow another 5 of you down after her and potentially harm the fragile ecosystem beneath that supplies our city with food and water,
I guarantee that she doesn't care about that. We do.
make a persuasion check.
I get the intelligence check.
Yeah, no, right?
You guys were kind of tiptoeing around it.
Yeah.
Okay. Persuasion.
I like it.
I
Where
saw
is
a reel today where
14.
instead of rolling for an intelligence check, they had to solve a Rubik's Cube.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
God.
We'd
like
be
I
here all
fell.
night. Unfortunately, as you can understand, I cannot simply take you at your word.
Of course.
Would you perhaps be willing to show that you know how not to interfere with the wildlife below?
I mean,
Would you undergo a short training and testing regimen?
How short?
Yes.
If you'd like, I could have you tested now.
Well, I
Okay.
feel like
I'm
if
not
we
sure
say no
exactly
to
how long
this-
you've been in the city.
I feel like if we say no, you're not going to let us go down into the
But we do
tunnels,
not necessarily have the
right?
time to take, a standardized test.
number 2 pencil.
Now an
fellow.
Exactly. We do not
test.
have.
I did not bring my calculator.
She's moving faster than we
Brought
can
my
account
blue book.
for.
Unfortunately, I cannot let you go below unless I know that you are not going to be putting the city in danger.
Okay,
Yeah.
then let us wrap
Let's
it up.
do
Let
it.
us go. Let us go. We have a druid here. She knows how to.
We have
not
2
hurt
druids
people.
here.
Well then, and she
Remember? Five.
approaches her desk.
Yeah, I
She pulls out a couple of drawers. There's a small book that she pulls out, dusts it off, flips it open. Appears to be leather bound and a bit older, well worn. As she flips through some of the pages tattered at the ends, she arrives at one particular page, scrolls down with her finger. To begin, this would be an excellent exercise.
Might I have seen a book like this before?
Make a history check.
You're like, ooh, books.
No.
Yeah, you've definitely not seen this one before, but you do
You're
gather.
lucky if you've ever seen a book.
You do gather that this might be one of the manuals that Dimitri mentioned in the prior session.
Love
Getting
Dimitri.
lost
We're gonna
in
make a
the
song about
tunnels is something of a more regular occurrence than you'd think. I'd like for all of you to work together. Recount in detail for me the pathing that you took to get here from the bottom floor.
Can I pull out my cartographer's kit
You sure can.
and start drafting a rough map?
Okay. Roll a survival check and do add your proficiency bonus since you're using your cartographer's
How
tools.
long is that going to take?
Perception check?
No.
What did you say?
Survival.
Survival.
How long is that going to take?
Maybe a few minutes.
Thank you,
I'd like to ritual
Graham.
cast Unseen Servant while she's doing that, and then have him track his way back down.
Make a sleight of hand check because I assume you're trying to cast this without her seeing.
I'm already.
No, I'm being resourceful. I don't care if she sees me
Oh.
cast it. Yeah.
Hey, I'm already
Okay.
proficient.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I'm already proficient in survival. Should I add it again or no?
Yeah, add it again.
Also, thanks for the 5 gifties.
Thanks, Grim.
Hey,
Thanks,
Grim!
Grim.
Starting the night off strong. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships and
you
welcome
got
5
things
new
over
friends to the Chaos Crew.
I got a 20.
I will be adding your
Oh,
points
nice.
in just a moment.
That breath, that big
That was
breath.
a good
That was a
breath.
good one.
What'd you roll?
23.
23. As you hand over the slip of paper, Valoth, I assume you're kind of coordinating with your unseen servant. Go
Yeah.
ahead and roll one more time.
I'll be like,
Advantage.
oh my God, Lord, that is such a good drawing. How do you do
25.
that? How do you do that? Oh my God.
Where
you
are we?
not only map out the direction
Yeah, I don't know.
that you took to get here, but you get the dimensions of each room, hallway, and corridor exactly right. You had one off by a few measurements, and the unseen servant helped you out there where you expanded it. Thank you, Justin. Thank you so
Another
much.
5
Hey.
gifties.
Another 5 gifties, another 5 friends. Enter the chat.
Let's go.
This is going to be a crazy night, I can tell
One
already.
of us.
One of us.
One of us.
Welcome in, guys. I will make sure to add your chaos points in just a moment here so we can get you guys rolling to help our party, although it seems like they may not need it, as Malaka looks over your map. Truly, this is impressive. I can tell that you've some skill.
Thank you.
You're very well practiced. Very well. there is little to no chance of you getting lost in the tunnels if I see you reproduce something as complex as this.
I am glad that you now know the things that I know as well.
I'm quite impressed. But it remains to be seen what you may encounter in these tunnels. Whether you lose yourself or not, you are sure to run into many different creatures. Some of them enemies, some of them dangerous, some of them allies, some of them very important in reproducing food and water for our city. So you should know when to strike and when not to. She flips open the book a few times and holds up a image blocking the text beneath it. It's a sketch, more or less, of a reddish slug creature that appears to have a shell made out of various bones. Tell me, is this friend or foe?
The shell's made out of bones?
Would it's a snail?
Mm-hmm.
How big is this snail? Like, is there a scale on
There is a scale. It appears to be roughly medium size. So if you're standing face to face with it, it is looking right at you. It's a big slug.
I
So-
say friend.
Yeah, I would say I'm not going to touch him and run away from him because I'm definitely faster than he is.
It looks poisonous.
Yeah. Live and let live type of thing.
Very well. This is indeed a friend, but they can be dangerous if approached. This is a bone whelk. They tend to scream when harmed, so you'll know they're quite cowardly when
my
you strike
God.
them.
You said whelk?
Whelk. They produce very sticky substance that's used in some of the building materials here in our city. So please, do not harm them, but maybe give them a bit of space.
Absolutely.
She flips open a few more pages. Here. You now see a sketch of an ant-like creature with 6 long legs and a long pointed mouth that seems to articulate like a tongue. It also is about medium-sized. Friend or foe?
Does it have any other defining features other than being like a big ant with a weird mouth?
I think it's a friend.
Make investigation
You
check.
would think they're
I'm
all
gonna think
friends.
they're all friends.
Oh no, dice, you're failing me now. Investigation. Think I got a 12.
Not the new dice.
You don't see very many
I
other
don't even think there's
features
a 20 on it.
other than the fact that it looks like an ant. It stands up on 2 legs. Its long, spindly mouth appears to be something that it might use to eat or drink, maybe.
Mhm.
But it doesn't look like
Friend.
it's got like
Yeah.
sharp
Pincers.
pincers or anything other than the
No,
spindly
it's
mouth,
got just 6 legs.
Yeah. Anyway.
Interesting. So, you would deem this a friend. This is aptly named an assassin bug.
Oh, fun.
It is
Oh,
a
no.
creature that we have dealt with in recent days to nauseating ends.
So kill these on sight.
If you can,
Okay.
I would prefer that, yes.
Okay.
But do be wary.
How much per pincer that we bring back, or per tongue?
We'll consider the favor of you being allowed access to the tunnels repaid. How about that?
Great.
They
So if I die in
if
death.
they do manage to latch onto you, do be careful. They can implant eggs into your skin,
Oh, that's fun.
which hatch into larvae. Very painful. You'll need to burn them out.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
This place sounds amazing,
Can we
guys.
kill those?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Like no hindrance or just I see one, bam, dead.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Okay.
We recently rid ourselves of an infestation in one of the outposts below, and there's a chance you may see 1 or 2 still.
What is an infestation? How, like, not like what is, define the word, but like Are we talking like a dozen? Are we talking like 1,200?
It can get out of control pretty quickly, but we had a number of harvesters go missing and learned a bit too late that they had become nesting grounds for these assassin bugs.
Okay, well.
Anyway, interesting that you'd call an assassin bug a friend. She flips
anybody-
open to one more.
Anybody could be a friend if you try hard enough.
Interesting. And what do you think of this one? As you see a white lobster-like creature with 10 legs, including 2 large claws near its mouth that appear to be spewing a web-like string in the image shown.
Those are friend.
Friend for sure.
Yeah.
If they're not friend, they are important in the ecosystem.
You have an astute insight.
Right. No offense, we're not stupid.
These are dangerous creatures. They are called cave fishers. If you encounter one in the wild, they can be extremely dangerous, but we have managed to tame 1 or 2 of them for silk production. They are averse to flame and can be held at bay using torches or fire magic. I would say that you have done well enough in identifying these species, although the odd assassin bug may catch you off guard. I do appreciate that you err on the side of caution in not disturbing the wildlife down there. And that brings me to one more situation. She walks over to a window, shutters it, and then on her desk there's a small glowing lantern filled with Bologorovs, the same bugs that you ate with the bioluminescent glow in Skaldaroth. As she closes the lamp as well, it is pitch black in this room. Drazad, you can't see anything. Those of you with dark vision can see, but it's difficult to make out details.
What do you mean Drazad cannot see anything? And he pulls his mace out.
Imagine, if you will. Put that away for now.
No, I know. I'm just
The chance will come.
It's always whipping it out.
We have quite a few of those in the Harvesters Guild. Imagine, if you will, that you hear a terrible crash as part of the tunnel you're in collapses behind you. You don't see a thing. What do you do?
There's a way forward. Open?
Those of you with dark vision see that she is holding the book up yet again.
What's on the book?
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
You Drazad just... I use message or sending and ask you where to go and what to do.
Nice.
30, 20. Roll
With
with
disadvantage.
and a 16.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
Guys.
Okay. You see on the page a large beetle-like creature with huge crab-like pincers. It's standing on 2 feet, staring straight back at you. But I will have you make a pick either insight or nature.
It's a crab.
Disadvantage again or no?
This is straight roll.
Okay. That 20.
Oh, buddy! Which did you pick? Tell me, insight or nature?
Oh, I would have did insight.
Okay. A nat 20 is exactly what you needed to pass an insight check.
Yeah.
In this dim light, you see a slight smirk on Malaka's face as you come to realize that her showing you this creature is itself a ruse. You recognize the creature on the page as an Umber Hulk, and making eye contact with such a creature can cause extreme confusion. And so you realize that if you identify that creature to her, she will likely fail you in this test.
I don't understand.
I tell everybody, I was like, nobody lighting any torches. No light. Keep your eyes closed. And then I turn.
I genuinely don't understand what.
Yeah, I turn to her and I say,
Because it's bad to look at.
yeah, I'll turn.
She
Like
doesn't.
Medusa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
I turn to her and I say, we keep our eyes closed and we move away from that thing as quick as possible.
Extremely insightful, my friend. Have you done spelunking in the past?
I have. I've gone down deep before.
Fair enough. As she counts, you see again in the dim light as she kind of nods to herself. She unflashes the lantern. The room lights up with a blue bioluminescent light. I now hold very little reservation about allowing you into the tunnels. You are free to go. As a matter of fact, a number of harvesters are set to make the trek to one of the outposts nearby. You're welcome to tag along with them or make your own way.
Do you know the direction that Eve would have gone?
Eve would have gone as deep as possible. As I understand it, she probably went to the same outpost that these harvesters would be going to, and then went ahead to one yet still further into the darkness.
Got 17. Thank you.
Nice.
Hey!
Nice.
Thank you.
Turns out that's kind of like an offhand weird question. The outposts, do they have the little statues like you have here?
The outposts have something better. They have the living, breathing creatures that you will encounter. And our harvesters are quite knowledgeable. Many of them are local to Charos. They have been working in the mounds for some time. If you have questions, they would probably be best suited to answer them.
No, I understand that. But like, do they have like, similar statues like this
No.
for other educational purposes?
I doubt that they would have much if they have any of these. I keep them here for instructional use, or sometimes we use them.
You play with them?
Yes.
Yes. I knew it.
That is fair, okay.
You hear another knock on the door as she unshutters the window. That took them long enough. As she opens the door, you see Dimitri returned with 3 guards from the guild. Dimitri, thank you. But it appears your friends here are telling the truth. They are here to seek out Eve in a manner that would not disturb the wildlife that we have come to protect. So I am afraid that these men are not necessarily needed.
Your words mean that much more with your deep-rooted untrust and protection of your land. Thank you.
Of course. You have earned my respect. In many ways, I thought you would fail that test in a spectacular blunder. I was looking forward to seeing it, but instead I am left with a certain amount of respect. In any case, you are free to go.
Go easy on Dimitri. I can be pretty persuasive.
Oh, of course. He was simply following my instruction. We have a signal after...
Oh, I meant for, like, us duping him to get back here.
Oh, well. He was instructed to bring you to me if someone like Eve were to come again, so that we may entrap them.
Got it. Nice.
We think of these things.
Then he deserves a raise.
Yeah. I think so, too.
Well, I have much to do. If you don't need anything else from me, then get out of my office.
Absolutely wonderful.
As
All right,
we're-
let's go.
As we're walking, like, I guess Dimitri's taking us to, like, the first step off.
Yeah, you leave the office, and Malaka closes the door behind you as the 3 armed individuals look amongst themselves, and one of them actually looks at Valoth.
Only
a bit
3? I am
longer.
insulted.
What does he look like?
It's a tiefling man in armor, if you could call it that. It's patchwork carapace shells that are strapped across his abdomen in wayward fashion, in such a way that it appears the shells were harvested, and whatever sizes they were, he had to kind of cobble them together to make this armor for himself.
And is he looking at me or is he looking at my hat?
Make an insight check.
Oh my god, all the dice suck.
Okay, so Brett rolls today is what we're hearing.
Dude, right? I'm gonna use my important. That's gonna be it's gonna be a 16.
He is looking at your hat and glancing down at you, but as soon as you notice that his attention is mostly fixated on the hat, he says, "So, I take it you killed him, then. That's
Ooh.
good. This is good.
Oh, Del?
You killed him, right?
No, he's alive. He gave this to me.
How do you know Delatania?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
How do you know Delatania?
Do you owe him
How,
money?
how do you know Delnathane?
No, that is not what we were
He's a-
asking.
he's a
now.
friend.
Hold
Who
on.
is this that we're talking to right now?
One of the
One of
guards.
the guards.
Oh, I
okay.
thought this was Dimitri.
No, he's one of the guards.
That's what I thought too.
He's a friend.
Well,
How do you
I
know him?
imagine he was a friend while he was wearing that.
Did you put
He
it
was
on
a
him?
friend after as well.
No. No. He
He definitely has multiple.
That little halfling is insane.
Yeah,
Well,
we got
yeah,
that.
right,
No,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, we know that.
Certifiable.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Harmless, but insane.
No, we understand.
Committed.
I did not. No, hold on. I am not of the same opinion of harmless as he is, but yeah, we know insane. Yeah, naturally,
Yeah.
yes.
He
Well,
helped
the-
us. He helped us with what we were doing, and he gave me a hat.
Yeah.
He no.
Well,
He, he seemed to be in pain while wearing the hat.
Well, if he was, if if you deem him as relatively harmless, then you certainly left him in a
my
place of little influence.
he did have a slight bloodlust.
Wait, hold on.
After
What
we're gonna
happened
have-
if we left him in the place of a little more than not a lot of influence?
We left him with
Oh, good
thieves and
God.
bad people,
Yeah.
One of the 3 top gangs.
crime families.
We,
Yeah.
we also created a power vacuum
In here.
there.
Erytheos.
Yeah, a pretty big power vacuum.
Make
actually.
a persuasion check.
Okay,
Razad.
no, that okay, absolutely.
I'm dying over us. Like, he's crazy. Yeah, we
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
That's 18. These are the hard to read dice, but it rolled the
Yeah,
highest.
very-
In my
Read.
younger years, I struck out on my own. I wanted to see the world outside of Zealous, and so I left. I took a number of jobs to help make ends meet, and I ended up in a adventuring group with this little guy,
Pre or post hat?
Pre-hat. He was normal. We were exploring a cave, not unlike this one, and I don't know, he just flipped out. He killed several of the others.
Wait, continue talking.
Yes,
Continue the story.
No, but he said that
He
his
said he fell
traveling
out the-
companions turned into these weird. I don't remember if we. I
No,
know that
didn't he
I
say
know
he
that
fell
I know
out
that they're
of the
mind
s-
flayers, but I don't remember if he
I mentioned
if I
it
made-
specifically.
Well, if I made that connection, but the weird squid face creatures.
No. He just started killing.
I thought
and,
they said he
um,
fell out of the sky, and then he woke up, and the friend was like, "Here, put this hat on."
He's nuts. I left as soon as I possibly could, but he managed to pull himself together for a number of days, and he made that.
Was Del the one that
He
said
made the
the
hat?
scar?
He made that hat.
did-
He
did
put it on
mention
his
that
head,
it came from the
and
scar.
he acted more normal after that. But I did not trust him, and so I left, assuming that someone else would take care of it. But if you have that and you did not kill him,
Okay, no,
oh
we
my
can.
God,
No, that's
he
just
knows
we can,
where I'm from.
We can
Oh
handle
my
that
God.
later. Don't worry. I'm going to make notes of this in Drazad's brain so he does not forget.
Shared brain with Dressad and Flora.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you left him in a power vacuum.
No, we kind of killed the main leader
we
anyway,
didn't
so
mean
like he's
to.
okay.
Well, no, it was not the main leader. It was just
Yeah.
someone who was trying to become the main leader.
No, he was the main leader of
the
that
main-
gang.
Of,
No,
of
no,
the,
no.
Of, not
Of
the
the
gang that we left dealt
Skiff
with.
No,
he was not the main leader of the Skiff
um,
Rippers. He was the main leader of the
We left him
Shadow-
with the shadow people, with the deep.
Skiff Ripper. We did kill the Skiff
depths.
Ripper king.
That's
too.
the power
We
vacuum.
left
did-
her with
yeah.
the depths.
The depths.
The
that's
depths.
what it is.
I
But the depths leader was the
don't know much about the outside
Yeah,
world.
we're
but,
over here. Like, no. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how long ago this was, but maybe the problem has solved itself.
That is what we will go with.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you said
Look,
okay.
it's
So
not
so you go into a cave. You said, and then he loses his mind and kills everyone.
We didn't get very far. There were some
Where
people
was
that
it?
were disappearing, and we thought it might be because of the cave. But when he went crazy and killed half the party, we abandoned the adventure.
Where was
what
the cave at?
It was in Imsford.
Did it happen to have any obsidian in it?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
It all ties back to
Yeah, it's
Obsidian.
all back to Dell. Imagine.
He's the big bad.
In any case,
That tracks.
as you now reach the bottom floor of the guild hall, I need to get back to my duties. But now you know, and now I know to always be watching my back.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
great,
it
yeah.
maybe he like you said, maybe it sorted
It's
itself
just
out.
a little guy. You're a big, strong guy. Like,
Why would he want to kill you? Were you,
I don't know. Why did he want to kill the rest of the adventuring party?
well, I don't know,
Well,
but
'cause
like
they-
if you've
he said
escaped
'cause
this
they were
long,
Yeah, he said they had weird squid faces.
They're like,
They did not have that when I saw him run his knife across their throat.
that is weird.
Maybe he thought they had squid faces.
Maybe someone
does
charmed
think a
him
lot of
from within
things.
the party.
oh, that's true.
Are you the only one left alive from the party?
No. There were a few of us. I only really kept in contact with the half-elf.
Yeah, about to say, you might want to circle up with those guys.
And who was the other one?
Contact them. Can you contact them?
There was a half-elf named Alva, who's originally from the Republic, south of here. And there was Ellen.
Ellen?
Ellen Roomstead. She was a human from the Imsford area.
Sorry,
She
we were talking. She was.
was the one that put the
woman.
group
Human.
together.
Oh,
I was initially worried about working in Imsford, given my unique features.
they don't like you?
No,
He's a
Oh.
tiefling, right?
Yeah.
they haven't in for ages.
I thought all that was over with now.
the war is over.
Yeah.
There's no more fighting, but there is still some hate.
That's not good.
It's not great. But as I learned, the world is a scary place, so I came back here to the mound full of insects that could kill you.
What were you after in the...
Well, as I said, we were just investigating some people that went missing.
Okay, insight check them.
Mhm.
Can I believe that? There we go. There we go. 20. Nope. Insight's not one of those ones. 17.
Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth. He has no reason to lie. He certainly was forthright about the fact that Dell is a
Crazy.
dangerous little dude, especially without the hat.
As soon as we're past him,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like get the group together, all excited. Guys, guess what? My mom used to read me this book, okay? And she used to sing me songs out of this book, and it was all the ABCs of monsters. And I never forgot the U. That lady showed us a picture of an Umber Hulk, which is like this giant, like ant-looking big creature. Don't look him in the eyes. That's why we passed that test, because of my mom.
I am so proud of your mother.
Thank you, Mother Odd.
Remind me to send her later and thank her.
She's dead.
Oh,
We
remind me to.
What's the other one?
Speak with the
Speak
dead.
Yeah.
No, if she is dead, I can send to another plane. I could just.
Yeah.
boop.
Okay.
Yeah,
I do have some questions for her. So
Great.
Okay.
I do.
No.
Go ahead.
I was gonna recap in real life what
Mhm.
the fuck just happened.
Okay.
Okay, so we saw a guard who recognized the hat.
Yeah.
Said he used to be in Dell's party until
Yeah.
Dell turned and killed them all.
Yeah,
Yes.
they were in a cave together.
Killed most
Dell,
of
like
them,
all of a
'cause
sudden
he's
went
still alive.
crazy
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
killed
All but three of them.
Three of them.
Yeah.
But Dell told us he like fell out of the scar, and like a friend of his woke
but
him
when
up
he
and
was
put the hat on him.
but when he was in the scar, he was surrounded by all these like squid face people.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know if we ever made the connection that those are mind flayers or not, but pretty sure that that's what that is.
Um,
Me as player.
I don't know if that would.
Got it.
I don't know if I would know what that is.
I know.
we're
I think I
just-
asked, and I don't remember if I rolled.
I would imagine that's pretty.
So we're just gonna
Abstract.
go off of the assumption that Dell is crazy, and that
Right,
he
yes.
wasn't necessarily lying to us, but he probably doesn't know the truth.
It's his truth.
It's his truth,
Right.
Well,
that
and
is
also,
right?
at least what Valoth is thinking is, his mind was obviously tampered with, because he was normal before.
Yeah.
Who's to say that this guy's mind wasn't also tampered with?
So whose mind was?
Yeah,
Oh.
who has more of the
So
right
wait,
story?
Wait,
yeah.
wait. We need to open this guy's head.
Because didn't
and
Dell
look at
have a
his
scar
mind?
on his head too?
I don't remember that.
That is.
Do I have to history check that? Can I? Do I?
I
Know?
personally don't remember
I-
that.
I-
But
that
Sam's
is beyond my
character-
note taker
Step
pay
up
grade.
now, okay.
I thought he did. I thought he had like a something
I don't
visible.
He may have shown you
Text him.
a scar that maybe looked like a birthmark or something like that.
Because he and I also had like he aside in that session. If anybody goes back and watches it, there's a moment where like he and I are aside, and he texts me a few things. So I don't know if I'm remembering things
Remembering
from what he
that.
texted me or
Right.
from what actually happened in session.
I did want
Fair
to
enough.
before we walk
Let me go back
away
and
from the
read.
guard. I did want to ask him, or even if it's what's his name, Dimitri. If there is any sort of like standard like weapon or like caving device or something that most of the adventurers that go down into the colonies like carry with them. So like not necessarily like a spear or something, but is there like
Is there a bug out kit?
We make do with whatever we're most comfortable with. Be it with a blade or a mace, a maul. Whatever's gonna keep you safe down there is best to carry. But the most important thing to have on you is your wit.
right?
Many of these creatures, they are not looking to kill. They are not bloodthirsty. But we are encroaching on their domain. They can be territorial. Except the assassin bugs. They just want to make babies in your skin.
That is
Oh,
a
fun.
weird. That I'll just leave it at that. That is weird.
It's not pleasant. As a matter of fact, you may run into a few of the harvesters down there that still bear the scars of the eggs being burned out. But when you see
Wonderful.
something like that, you need to pull it up by the root.
Right.
Anybody got trypophobia?
Let's no.
Is that the phobia of having eggs laid inside of you?
It's the phobia
The
of
holes.
holes.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And,
It makes me
and
so uneasy.
Like not like
a bunch of eggs in your skin would be
holes.
would like trigger that.
Blech.
Talk about eczema.
In any case, Dimitri gives you a rundown of where the main entrance into the caves are. He tells you to meet there around sunset would be the best time, and that is apparently when the next set of harvesters is set to go down. And he says, of course, you're welcome to go down without them, but even if you're good at keeping track of your surroundings, it can be a good idea to have some experience with you.
We should probably wait for them at least to get a start into it, because let's face it, once we get far enough into it, then they would probably get lost too. Except we do have Flora.
Yeah, Flora. I don't know how you did that with the map and stuff, but we're going to need you to keep doing that.
I will not leave so I can be in the middle making a map.
Yeah.
As we
Cool.
go.
Okay. In that case, are you guys leaving now?
Yes, so.
Or waiting for an expedition, you said?
While
Mhm.
we're
Yeah.
talking about D, I did remember a few things.
Did you text him?
No, I went back and reread
What are we
he
talking
texted
about?
Me.
Delthania.
Oh,
Del,
Delatania.
yes.
Not
So
the
he
result.
did say that a friend gave him the hat before the friend died. So if it was in fact Del who created this hat, that part of him is dead. At least, or he believes it to be. And his expedition came across some creatures with messed up faces that were eating the brains of some of the other expedition members.
Oh, what they've...
And his friend heard something tell him how to fix the problems.
Would Drazad know, like, anything about mind flayers? Or, what are they called? The Illithids?
Yeah,
at all?
make a either history or arcana.
And I don't think I ever actually rolled for it because this was all during text. I don't think I would have asked Alex to roll for it.
Pokey dice.
An 11.
Yeah, these things sound pretty outlandish, and you haven't. This is really your first adventure outside of
Yeah, that's...
Rathheim, so.
I don't know.
I is for Illithid.
Yeah.
So there
Are you just gonna know every creature now?
Yeah.
there
If I
are
roll for it, then yeah.
that's how you'll justify it.
Yeah.
There are at least disparages between their two stories, so who knows where the truth lies somewhere in the middle.
Well, maybe we should also find out about, like, the weird squid things.
And
Maybe
definitely
we can-
keep an eye out for anything that's eating brains.
Yeah. Yeah, that would not be ideal.
Honestly, Brett, it kind of just gave me a good idea for a homebrew magic item. It's like an ABC of monsters, and you get to use each letter once to like learn.
Nice.
What
So
the
you see a
monster
monster
is.
and you're like, "Can I know
Yeah.
what it is?" And it's like, "Fail," and it's like, "Oh, I've already used that
I've
letter."
already used that letter. Yeah,
Like
Or it's like-
Hitman.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
that'd be
it.
a fun one.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
We call it
I'll keep that in my mind.
the. Had a name.
You'll
and
find it
went
again.
away.
It'll come back
It's
out.
okay. It'll come back in like
Yeah.
20 minutes.
So, are you guys going now, or are you waiting for the next shift of harvesters going
How
down?
long is
I think we're
it going to
waiting.
be?
It would be a few hours from now.
I mean, a few hours.
8 hours?
Yeah, several hours. 3 years.
Yeah.
But no less than
Yeah, no less.
a few hours.
No less than 3 hours.
Jazad, you have seen her sword, and can you not locate said sword?
I could definitely try. That was part of what Drazad was thinking. That's also why I wanted to know if they had any kind of, like, standard item in case we did get lost. I could potentially find this a way back to the little outposts. But we'll figure that out when we get further in. It's only 1,000 feet roughly, so it's not super far.
I think we wait.
Taking the hat off?
Yeah.
Do you feel different?
Do I feel different?
Make an Arcana check.
Head feels colder.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Dice
We
was
have all
rolling
these.
so good
We have all
beforehand.
these.
Okay. You said Arcana?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the 10. It's an 18.
Yeah, you feel normal. You feel the same.
Fine.
God, what
This
did
is
you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, shit.
This is fine.
Excuse me.
So, what you guys like to do?
I think we're gonna wait for the
Yeah,
next event,
I think we
the
should
next
wait.
party.
Waiting outside of the Harvesters Guild Hall, you do see a number of shops and businesses, some of them starting to wrap things up and close for the evening as the sun begins to lower. But you do see on the far side, close to the opening that Dimitri pointed out to you, leads down to the one of the outposts. You see...
Can I just say it's the item that you just made up?
that is-
no, that's probably a little too powerful.
Okay. Hat of vermin. What it says.
Oh,
wow.
this is a cool one. I like
Especially
this
right
one.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you guys are kind of eyeing your surroundings, looking for something to occupy you, Drazad, your pager starts going off. Sorry,
Beep,
odd.
Beep, 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 yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh god, no, Odd. Throw it quick.
It's no. Can we make it canon that it's the snail phones from One Piece?
I love that you know that. And
no.
sure,
Oh,
it says
that's what you
bit
were
it, bit it,
Bit it, bit it, bit it,
Bit it, bit it,
bit it, bit it.
catch check. You pull out as the box contorts and opens into sort of like a 1x1 square, you pull out a tattered witch's hat with the top like kind of cocked. It has a very
the
wide
sorting hat?
brim.
No,
Yeah, it's a lot like the sorting hat.
It's like what's his name's hat off of What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh yeah,
What's his name? Laszlo.
Laszlo.
Yeah.
Laszlo's cursed hat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Made from a witch's foreskin. Jeez, I love that show. It's
That's
so
what that
good.
is. It's Laszlo's cursed hat.
Oh,
And it's
God.
definitely not cursed.
Yeah.
Not cursed.
Yeah.
The hat is cursed.
The hat looks crappy,
Okay.
but you know, if Finnegan sent it, it must do something.
Well, let's get it over with.
We got time.
I'll cast Identify on
them,
What is that?
And I'll spend 10 minutes in ritual cast Identify.
You
on
cast
it.
Identify on the hat, and as you do, you turn it upside down, and you see inside of it, not too dissimilar to the tinfoil hat you were just wearing. It has a number of metal, like a metal apparatus that encircles your head, and then connects into a number of gears with a few little bells, chimes, and whistles in the top of the hat, right before the cone like tilts over at a 90-degree angle.
I want Valoth to wear this hat.
It is a hat of vermin. It is a classic item in D&D 5e, so you can add it from there. But basically, it is a hat with 3 charges. While holding the hat, you can use an action to expend 1 charge and speak a command word that summons your choice of a bat, a frog, or a rat. The summoned creature magically appears in the hat and tries to get away from you as quickly as possible. The creature is neither friendly nor hostile and isn't under your control. It behaves as an ordinary creature of its kind and disappears after an hour or when it drops to 0 hit points. The hat regains all charges at dawn.
This would be great for a diversion if we need to get away from that umbric beast thing.
I think you should keep it. You just look so good in the hat.
You don't wear this one. If you summon it while it's on your head, something might happen. The creature tries to get out of the hat as quickly as possible. Yes.
Take it off and summon it, and then throw the rat.
You don't wear
You
the
throw
hat?
the rat.
I honestly think that this I honestly think that this might be best for Drazad, especially in the fact that he might have trouble seeing down here. You may need a distraction. Yes, and then everything everything can see
little
you.
canaries in
I
a
have my
cage,
torch.
basically.
Yes, and then everything can see you. You might need the distraction more than the rest of us. I can cast invisibility to get away.
Oh, I'm Valoth. I can cast invisibility.
I'm the rest of the Donner party. I have dark vision.
Wait, can't you talk to animals?
Yeah.
So wouldn't you be able to like summon it and like immediately like tell it like
Well,
It tries to run away from you as quick as
Yeah.
possible. So I
because
don't
it
know.
doesn't know is what
But
I'm
then you
saying.
talk to it,
You
and be
could
like,
probably
yo, bro.
catch it.
But
I
if she
could probably
talks,
talk
if
to
she
it.
talks to it, then it might be able to help us.
Yes.
Like a bat could, you'd be like, "Hey, whoa,
Go
don't
scout
leave,
ahead.
Don't leave, bat. Go check this
I
out."
love where this is
Yeah.
going.
Yes.
my bad talking.
So you might be
you
better
want the
suited
hat?
for that.
Sure. no.
Okay.
Definitely
Shove it on
not cursed.
I'm wearing it.
Cool.
Just before you
Flora
just
is
make
now
sure to take
wearing
it
a
off.
old,
Yes, before you
ratty,
expend a charge.
black and gray witch's hat.
Do I have to take it off?
I
To
believe
use
it
it?
comes out right. Would I know
It
that
comes out from the opening in the hat.
Yeah, so like you.
So
would,
you could like tip it and allow it to come out
Oh,
if
that'd
you
be
want.
good. You,
but-
you summon it and then you just pick it up
Yeah.
and there's like a frog up there.
Nice.
Aha.
Yeah.
Grim, this is an excellent item.
Yeah,
Thank you.
perfect.
Thank
and
you
perfect
for
timing.
Whole
thank you for
Ratatouille situation.
your common item
Yeah.
donation. This is a really good common item. I love it.
Especially for this. No, it's
Oh.
common.
No, that's the symbol
Common.
for. Did he redeem uncommon or common?
He redeemed uncommon.
Wait, do we have
Ooh.
the ability to?
Oh, is that the ring?
Oh, whoopsie.
We don't. JK.
So let's do this.
Roll a different one.
Roll uncommon.
And next common,
we
we
pick?
get that.
hmm
Oh my God, the Rats of Nim. I love that. Nobody ever knows what I'm talking about. Hell yeah.
Now,
Shout out to you, Corey.
the uncommon is a headband of intellect.
Oh,
Grim, I will let you pick which one you want because the hat of vermin is definitely like up there on the
Whoopsie
common
Common
list.
is
skills.
the headband of intellect give somebody like a 19?
A 19
Oh, yeah.
intelligence.
That'd be a downgrade.
I know, but
But for other people,
No, no,
for
for me.
me-
No, I know for,
for
you
me, it
guys.
would be
yeah.
a-
Yeah.
I'm Vala.
Yeah, it would
That's
raise
Yeah.
mine-
so
it would raise mine by 4
smart.
points.
it would raise mine by 9. No, I'm sorry. It would raise mine by 12.
Your intelligence?
Yeah, man.
What
Can you
would-
imagine a genius
What would
bard?
set it
Well,
to?
I'm saying skill wise,
19.
that's just gonna make me
Yeah.
like crazy across the board.
Yeah.
Like
It now takes up
forever?
it takes up a magic
Or
item
like
slot.
when you wear it.
To have it equipped when you wear it.
Whoopsies. Oh, we can wait. We'll just.
Well, no,
Wait,
it's
what
fine.
do you
It's
think?
Well,
play, so
Sorry.
he hasn't said anything yet, but it's okay. We'll
So
treat
you
it.
should roll in the top one.
We'll treat it as just a witch's hat with something inside of it for now.
Okay.
But as you guys
witch's hat
continue to
either way.
wait to
Party's
move
choice.
down into the party's choice. So you guys
we
pick.
vote.
I'm indifferent because I'm really not going to use either of them. So
yeah,
whatever
I'm
you guys
I'm
want.
indifferent
I don't
either.
know.
I think like
Headband.
strategy wise, it'd be better to take the headband.
Headband.
Yeah, that headband's pretty good.
And not to like, can't you summon like?
I can summon.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we'll do the headband of intellect. But interestingly enough, this turns out that Valoth was just like rushing his spell.
Identify.
And so it's the exact same item. It is still a old crappy witch's hat with a cock cannon.
Ah, okay, okay. I
That-
like it.
It's
I
just a
like
headband
it.
of intellect on the inside.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Brett, you want it?
Yeah, I think I could get the most run out of.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, because I don't use really intelligence.
Odd, as you place it on your head, over your helmet probably, you feel,
I take the helmet off.
oh wow.
He puts it under the helmet.
As you
No,
remove,
I'm
do you
just gonna
have,
wear
a,
it like
a
this.
helmet tan?
Oh yeah, like
light purple?
this is tan, and then this is tan.
He's light
like-
purple on his forehead.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks almost like a tattoo.
Yeah.
And as you remove your helmet, there is like a sticky sweat that is like caked onto the side of your face from never having or not often having removed it before. You place the witch's hat onto your head, and suddenly you look not only like a warrior, but you look like someone who has seen some
He's like
stuff.
a really smart warrior.
Yeah, someone who knows well enough
He grew a monocle.
that looks aren't everything, and your demeanor carries a certain haggard experience with it. You feel a lot smarter.
You're Gandalf.
Grew a white beard.
Is this what
Is this what you feel like?
the wait? Yeah. Do you feel like this?
It's knowledgeable.
Here, put this on real quick.
You feel a little bit dumber.
You get a
Well, I
headache.
mean, it says it doesn't have any effect if I have above a 19.
Oh.
So
Okay. Does it not feel like all paths are open to you and your mind is expanded and you can see
Yes,
all
but
the
that's
possibilities
normal.
in every way?
No,
Okay,
it just feels like a headband.
I'll put it back on.
And
And like,
how do you feel
When he took it off.
about putting it back on and wondering why it's not working on Valoth, and then suddenly understanding?
yes,
Why?
That's what I was gonna say. When it comes back on, I'm like, whoa!
oh my god, what's it?
Oh, I get it now. I get it. Oh, guys,
What do you get all of a sudden?
everything.
This
Did
feels
you-
like the scene
All
on
things.
How does
Harold and Kumar
Odd?
when he takes mushrooms.
So it's not wisdom, but how does Odd feel about some of his choices during this adventure thus far now?
Oh, probably shouldn't have made that deal with that bloodthirsty pirate. That was probably a bad one. That was on me, guys.
No, I don't.
Sorry about
There
What was the deal that you made?
There.
that. You know, I figured y'all would have figured it out by now because it's just common sense, really.
Do you have
That,
zone of truth?
To be frank, we killed him, so I didn't really care much.
No, that is fair. Yeah. I don't have zone of truth. Damn.
yeah, I you know, look, I'll come clean up with y'all about it because, you know, y'all helped me vanquish this guy to the bottom of the depths, and but I made a deal with him because I knew we were leaving. That
Can you tell us what happened with Leonidas?
yeah, I made a, and we brought it up just a little while ago with the power vacuum, but I made a deal with him because we were leaving. that he gave me an absurd amount of gold for a seat on the council. But then I knew we weren't coming back, so I can understand where he'd be mad about that. But he really just didn't give the deal long enough to
You
develop.
gave Leonidas a seat on the council?
Yeah, that's what he said he would give him.
Absolutely. I greased the wheels for him, but he didn't give it long enough to actually happen.
And then we left.
Yeah.
That's
So-
how you got a gold.
Yeah, that's how I got
Yeah.
the goal. I mean, obviously,
Good
like,
for you. At least
um,
you didn't steal it.
I mean, did I steal it? Did I not steal it? I don't
He
know.
gave it to you willingly.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's pretty dumb, though.
Yeah.
As you all explore the new possibilities of this headband of intellect, or crappy witch hat of intellect.
Let me try.
It was fun watching Odd equip it and then all of his zeros go to 4s.
Your eyes do end up drawn towards a shoddy establishment just to the right of the opening that leads down into the tunnels, as bioluminescent beetles are suspended in glass orbs that hang from the wooden ceiling and cast a gentle glow over what appears to be a tavern. And as you inspect closer, you see a sign that says Moundtown Tavern.
Moundtown
Moundtown.
Tavern.
Moundtown Tavern.
Not to be confused with the bar down the street, the Pound Town.
Right.
I knew that's where you were going.
Right.
That's where the bards stay.
Oh yeah, we only go to the MTT. You
Yeah.
got to stay away from the PTT.
That's right.
The PTT is where all it goes.
Yeah.
Critter.
So you guys have a couple hours left to kill. What would you like to do?
Sit and wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. That's totally an option.
I like to go in the bar and look for games of skill and chance now.
Okay.
You're about to Rayman on their shit.
exactly.
He wants to play. He wants to play chess.
Yeah, I want to look for
Valve isn't on it.
a card game. Like,
Balloth is Balloth, yeah, he's in on it. If there's money to be had.
yeah.
Drazad's just watching.
Oh, Mound Town, like we're in the mound.
Yeah.
I was thinking mountain.
you got it.
I thought it was a
I-
play on the word mountain.
Did not catch that.
Mound.
I was thinking like mountains, like the candy.
As you
Now.
Hi,
enter
buddy.
the
Hi, buddy.
humble establishment, you get a sense of the air that is infused with the scent of scorched wood as tieflings of all sizes, shapes, and colors gather beneath arched ceilings adorned with massive mounted insect heads. The hum of conversation and the clatter of carapace mugs create a lively ambiance. Looking out around the joint, you don't see many games, but you do see a bartender standing behind what is really just a repurposed piece of lumber sitting atop two large stones serving drinks.
Before we walk in,
Hey.
I want a ritual cast Unseen Servant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I have one of your books?
For why?
Because now I want to take notes.
I'll give him an empty book.
Yay!
Take notes in.
My first moleskin. Yay! I'm gonna actually take note of all of the mounted insects
Okay.
as like insects of. I'm gonna try and draw and like also like these are probably ones that will attack and kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a nature check.
Nature intelligence.
I believe it is.
now
Yeah.
throw these
It
skill
is
checks.
improved.
Yes. Now throw these skill checks at me. Woo! That is a dirty 20.
Okay.
Woo! Now it doesn't matter what skill check you ask me to do. I have pluses
You
to all
are
of them.
the skill monkey now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start stealing
The ultimate bard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break that stupid hat.
Oh my god.
So
I'm gonna
Every big bad's gonna start stealing Odd's hat.
reclass myself into the College of Lore now.
you recognize a few of the creatures that are
Mm-hmm.
mounted here. You see one of them is an Umberhulk head with its eyes removed.
I pointed out to hey guys, this is what an Umberhalt looks like, but you should never know that because if you look at them,
Right, do not spit.
it's not
do
gonna
stare.
work.
Do
Like
not.
There's a drawing of one.
there's
There's
a
a-
head.
its head is
There's a
in-
bunch of insect heads mounted above the
I see.
bar.
Okay.
So I'm taking notes on them and drawing them so I can say like these are all bad ones.
One of the insects that you haven't recognized thus far appears to be a spider-like creature. What's mounted is a large carapace shell with spikes on it. Looks like a turtle shell, but there is a little spider mandibles that come out front. You know this to be a steeder, and even though they can be territorial and aggressive, they can also be trained as mounts.
Oh, cool.
So
we could ride them.
that's
A
one
little-
that you
a
make
little
note of.
Now, and it's an umbric, like the language, right? Umbric, the beetle thing.
Umber Hulk.
Umber Hulk.
Umber Hulk. Okay, not
Yeah,
an
yeah.
umbric Hulk.
It is not Umbric.
I
No,
spelled
it's
it
not
as best I
Umbric.
could.
It's not an Umbric Hulk. Although we might run into an Umbric Hulk, and we're just gonna lay down and die.
It's absolutely
Yeah.
possible.
Yes, just die.
What else would you all like to do?
So you said there's no games or anything?
There don't appear to be any games. Mostly it's just a place for gathering, sharing stories, and sharing drinks.
Is there anyone that looks particularly drunk?
Make a perception check.
What dice to use? They all suck. Dots on the bottom. Yeah, okay. Perception?
Copy and paste
Mhm.
these.
13.
You spot a deep purple tiefling woman who is nursing a drink, but the way she's pulling it to her lips makes you think she's maybe had a few before this one.
Well, hello, friend.
Hello.
Washing away your troubles.
Something like this, yes.
Anything in particular got you down?
Well, why don't you tell me? And as she turns, you see the side of her face that you couldn't see before is scarred and a large patch along the side, running from the top of her head around where her horn meets her skin down to just above the cheekbone.
Okay. Really gonna regret this, but I rolled because I feel like given Valos pension for money, it would be a 50-50. He's going to mentally command the unseen servant to take some gold from her while Valos is chatting her up.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check for the unseen servant. I'll say with advantage because she is distracted and drunk.
And he is unseen.
Oh, sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Do I, with his stats, with my spell casting, what do I?
It's his, I think.
His are zeros.
Yeah, I think he's got like,
I think they're like all tens.
has an AC of 10, a strength of 2, but it doesn't say anything about any of his other stats, like dex or anything.
Okay, well then you can go ahead and use yours. It's fine.
Okay, and mine's just a +2, so it's not super broken, but 19.
Okay. As you continue to talk with her without breaking eye contact, you hear the telltale jingle of coin just from your periphery. She doesn't seem to notice. She continues to make eye contact with you as you are somewhat dumbstruck
Yeah.
by the scarring
So
on her
which
face.
one of these nasty beings did that to you?
It was an assassin bug. Thank you for asking. They don't keep those. They are burned.
We
Oh,
heard
my
that.
Good riddance.
So,
She spits on the floor.
so were you helping to
There's that. Can you fix that?
save the
scars?
outpost? We had heard that there was recently
No.
a large swarm of them there. Or were you just unlucky to run across one?
I
out
mean,
and
we're
about?
all down there just trying to make good on the requirements of the city. I was just the wrong place, wrong time. Wrong shift, I guess.
We did learn a little bit about the assassin bugs, but we are new here. I'm assuming their name comes from their sneaky nature and their deadly.
Oh, yes. They are aptly named.
Are there any telltale signs that we might be aware of so that we can exact revenge should we come across any of them?
I mean, if you see one, you should kill it.
Or it will lay eggs in us.
Yes, but
That
do we-
is how it goes. Your friend has the right.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I guess is there any way to know that they're coming? Any subtleties? Any signs that they might be in the area?
Nope. As you can tell, I didn't see
Nope.
mine coming.
Fair enough. I didn't know if you did any research since then.
It will be sort of okay, because if they are coming to attack us, it will bonk us. It will bonk, you know.
Well,
Oh,
thank you, and
whack his bonkers here.
Yes.
I hope the drink does you well to ease your pain.
It's about as good as I can ask for. As she takes a sip of this deep red fluid.
How much gold I got?
You got 5 silver.
Damn.
Christ.
Hey, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
When we left D, did we leave him with the shroud?
You left him with
Skiff
the
rippers.
skiff rippers.
With Leonidas.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw
Oh,
Leonidas.
no.
Leonidas said that he wasn't with him, right?
And you recommended him for a seat on the
I
council.
thought we killed
Oh yeah, we did recommend
Leonidas.
Dell for a seat on the council.
I thought we killed Leonidas, didn't we?
We did, but after we left.
Yeah.
You did.
We killed him on the boat. Leonidas came after us because of the
I?
money.
You. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
remember if it was you specifically, but I mean, you were there for
It might have been me. I'm a fan of Dell. Or maybe even Brett. Odd does some
So we
off
did-
it,
I
off the
do
cuff
remember
stuff.
that.
But our party
We left him
definitely
with
did.
Leonidas and recommended him for a seat on the council.
It was Dell and the priest that you
problems.
recommended.
Why?
Yeah, we did recommend Dell and the priest.
That's right.
We are going to have a situation.
Yeah. It's probably already.
I am
yeah.
so happy
It's
that we did
probably-
this.
We are.
We-
You know,
I don't
He's
really know what the
definitely-
problem is.
He's definitely leading the skip rivers now,
we.
and he's definitely on
Absolutely.
the council now. Yeah, yeah.
We
He's the sole member of the council. He killed the rest of them.
Yeah,
I,
Jesus.
Oh
do y'all
no.
really think he's a bad guy?
I think he's unhinged. I don't know if he's
yeah.
a bad guy.
Yeah. We'll see.
Oh,
So,
Yellow.
as your conversation ends with this purple tiefling, she goes back to nursing her drink, and you spend a bit more time in the tavern kind of soaking in the ambiance of some tieflings who are celebrating, excited to be off their shift, and a few that appear to be more solemn. As it gets closer to time where you need to be going down the tunnel, you see a few of the tieflings that were solemn sitting around square up their bill with the barkeep and begin heading for the door.
Do I notice where the barkeep puts the money?
I would say with your perception check from earlier, yes. You see that they carry a coin purse and they just slip it right in.
Okay.
There's not necessarily a register. This place is quite the hovel.
Okay. I'm going to pay no mind, but as we're walking out, I'm going to mentally command the unseen servant to try to steal it,
Okay.
and then I'm just going to keep walking out.
Make one more sleight of hand check. I will say straight roll because your unseen servant is doing it without you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Should
There's a
I?
number
Yeah,
over
should I take one of those?
yes,
Yeah.
always.
You better not get us in trouble.
What are you rolling for?
To steal a bunch of
To steal
like
some
a bunch
money
of money
from these people.
Yes,
God
take one
damn
of
this
these.
wizard stealing everything.
Okay, yeah.
Take the +8 at least.
What?
Take the +8 at least.
Like
Well,
take
plus 8 and
something.
10 are going to be the same.
Not. Yeah.
I'm gonna do the 14 for a 16 total.
Okay. Great,
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
You don't hear anything, so you feel like it must have gone well enough. And then as you approach the entrance to the tunnel and you see several tieflings waiting there, gathering together,
Your picture
you see
on.
a bag of coin.
Yeah,
floating your
I
way.
would have like walked out the door and like rounded the corner of the building that we were in, so that way there's not just a bag floating throughout the streets.
Yeah.
Like it can be near the building. But yeah,
This time you do get roll a d100,
Ooh,
and you're gonna double whatever you roll.
dope.
that is pretty dope.
That's cocked.
Has there always been 2? Or did I just make
39. So
Oh god,
78.
yeah, 78.
78 gold is what you find in this coin purse.
It was cocked, but it was like close to a 7.
I saw that.
Oh,
That'd been
it
really
would have been
good.
79 instead. But okay.
Do any of the guild members wear a badge?
I can steal it for you if you want.
None that you've noticed.
Yo.
You take a partial multi-class in Rogue.
Yeah.
He should at this point.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it. Maybe it'll come up. But
Klepto.
There's a reason. Vala's not always a klepto.
Yeah,
I'm ready
you
to get into these tunnels.
You don't
Ready to get
necessarily
Dallas backstory.
notice any sort of badge that they carry. They really aren't even in like a uniform. They just are outfitted for
The Tenos.
the tunnels, wearing various carapace shells, very similarly to the guards you met earlier. There are 2 such guards waiting at either side of the entrance to the tunnels as they look at the tieflings that have now gathered, and they motion for them to continue.
Is Homeboy still with us? He's coming with us?
Matavi is indeed with you.
Come on, Matavi.
My man Matavi.
I am uneasy about
you gonna
what
make it,
may
man?
dwell below,
Are you gonna make
but
it?
I will follow you all to the ends of the earth. You have protected me thus far.
Seem
Hell
kind of slow.
It is okay. I've spared the dying. He'll be okay.
Oh my god.
I've survived my fair share of battles, but rest assured I will keep my focus on defensive efforts.
There you go. Stay in the back.
Or in the middle,
That's what
next
to say. Yes,
Flora.
probably the middle. Is the circlet working?
Is the headband? Do you still have the headband on?
So, as you all gather near the front, the 2 guards eye you over. State your names.
We didn't give her our names. We didn't give the guild leader our names.
No,
Right.
we didn't.
I don't think we did.
Why do we need to state our names? We're not taking roll here.
I need to know who has access into the tunnels. We have a list of people that are allowed to enter today.
We're the group that's going after someone on behalf of the... What was her? The guildmaster's name? Start with an M.
Baklava.
No, start with an M. It was
Malakva.
Malakva. I mean, you were close. Malakva sent us.
Stupid.
A party of 5. I do see you here. You are free to enter. Be careful.
For what?
The usual insight.
In general,
You're very ominous of a guardsman.
Are you coming with us?
I do this all day. I
Do you-
see many people come and go, and I see some people come back without, certain appendages.
Right. Well, maybe, if you were a little bit more like, you have a great day, a little bit more positive, maybe they'll come back with an extra limb.
You
or
may be
something.
confusing me for some sort of greater.
No.
You. I think you should smile.
I did not say that. You said that.
I think our group, if we're wanting to go to the outpost, is leaving us.
Okay.
You
Drazad does not know Tasha.
Brush past the guards, who do not smile. In fact, they scowl at you, Drazad, for having said as
The
much
audacity.
to them. But you catch up to the group of tieflings who sort of eyeball you and continue to wander, and you begin to descend into the tunnels, and immediately this experience proves to be a dizzying expedition. Stalactites hang in corners like teeth in rocky gums, and the walls ripple with ancient sediment. If not for the bright silk markers that guide your way through the vast network of interconnected caverns, you might have been lost already. Each color, you learn from the tieflings you walk with, designates a path to different outposts below ground, affording you the opportunity now to observe the air filled with earthy scents and the distant echoes rumbling from the unseen depths ahead of you. So, are you harvesting? I heard you tell the guard back there you're looking for someone.
I wouldn't, unless you call bringing a person to justice harvesting, I wouldn't necessarily utilize that language, but that you could call it that, yeah.
Not one of us, I hope.
Oh no, they had a not so great run-in with
Eve?
Nope, I was gonna say baklava because that's what's in my brain.
Malakva.
Malakva.
It is a hard one. Yeah, sorry.
No, it's not you. It's
Malakva.
It's infected your mind.
Yes.
no. They had a rough run-in with baklava, so I'm it's like a favor. We are going to help.
You
take
mean Malakva.
it. What did I?
You mean
I was trying not to laugh.
3 syllables. Malakva.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Malakfla.
There is a traditional dessert where he is from that is of a similar name, you know.
Very well. This is fine. And I hope you find what you're looking for. And I hope you know what you're signed up for.
I insight check this guy.
All right.
Is he?
I'm also-
Does he really hope or he's
signed up
full of shit?
I'm also gonna put on my prismatic goggles.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah, he seems honest, although,
I like this guy.
he's going to work. He's not really
He's a straight
stoked.
shooter.
He's just making small
real
talk.
salt of the earth, this guy,
You don't want
right?
to take one of those 8 spreads?
No.
So, as the 5 of you wander with your 3 tiefling harvesters that move towards the outpost, you walk until your feet grow tired. By all estimation, even though you can't see the sun or the moon, it has been at least 4 hours. When finally, ahead of you, you arrive at one of the most prominent outposts in the underground beneath Charos. You witness a mesmerizing showcase of activity. Pungent insect pheromones linger in concentrated liquid form, creating an odorous fragrance. In a cavern nearby, skilled individuals seem to wield fire magic to train cave fishers. Their movements marked by both caution and confidence. Other workers diligently extract a sticky substance from a slug-like creature, immediately sealing it away into jars nearby alongside the soft glow of Bolgorovs illuminating in the area. In this light, transparent purple creatures that you aren't familiar with maneuver across the floor, seemingly made of jelly, their hair-like appendages seemingly searching for something on the ground. As you arrive, your 3 tiefling compatriots move to exchange shifts with some of the other harvesters here. And as the 5 of you are left alone, what would you like to do?
Is this as far as y'all are going to bring us?
This is where we are coming to exchange shifts.
Okay.
What you do now is up to you. As I understand, you're looking to go deeper into the tunnels, yes?
Yeah.
Well, that pathway ahead will lead you to the deepest outpost we have. From there, we'll just try not to get killed.
Okay.
We appreciate it. Do you have any unique item on your person?
Unique item?
Maybe a wedding ring, a family heirloom.
I have this carapace shell that I harvest from a steeder.
Does anybody else have one of those here at this outpost?
I mean, there are a number of those, yes. But this one is a bit larger than normal.
Maybe his shoes, Bella. You
Yes.
could find his shoes later.
Well, I'm thinking for him. Just in case we get lost, one of our friends has a spell to find a
Magic users.
a unique item.
It doesn't have
And
to
I-
be unique.
But I think if you look for the shell, it'll ping you for any whatever shell.
Yeah, a
is
bunch of
closer.
shells.
yeah.
Yeah. So we want something that's not the shell.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. We want unique just so that we know we're going to the right place.
Yeah.
When he says magic users, I tip my hat and I say, I'm a wizard.
You look like one.
That's right.
Interesting
I look at
armor
Bella.
for
I'm a
wizard.
bard.
Tell us a
You do
joke.
not look like one.
Tell us a joke.
I know.
And
I'm a bard.
they move on and begin conversing with some of the other tieflings there as they begin to take over on certain jobs. You see one of the tieflings riding a steeder, much larger than the one that you saw in the bar, dismount as another one mounts it, riding atop the spider-like head with a large shelled abdomen behind. It begins to walk across the cavern floor as it seems to sort of herd and corral these deep purple translucent creatures that you saw.
What are those?
These are prebliths, our main source of water. Very important. Please do not
How do
hurt
you
them.
how you get the water out? Squeeze them?
Perhaps it's best for you to watch. As you look, you see the tendrils, 12 like hair-like spines extend out from the top of this jellyfish manta ray creature as it sort of slugs across the floor. The tendrils feel across the cracks in the ground and occasionally dip into them. And then suddenly one of them sort of shivers as it pulls that tendril back, goes above the crack, and you hear... And inside, because you can see through the body, a collection sack fills with moisture as he says, "Okay, now back home, little one." And he rears the steeder around and guides it over to a small pool where it climbs atop the water there. And suddenly you hear as it shudders, and the bladder is emptied into the pool of water, and it leaves and goes to search for more.
I'm not so thirsty anymore.
Yeah, I'm about to say, we got a squirter.
Nobody.
Oh, God! No! I told you, it's called the Preblif. I do not know where you get this word squirter from.
We were not told we were going into the pits of Avernus. Did somebody forget to tell us this?
Well,
This is hell.
This will be
Is a
handy.
furnace?
Yeah, Avernus.
Avernus.
What is that?
Hell.
Hell.
It's a hell playing.
It's a part of hell, yeah.
I thought he said furnace too.
What about food?
I don't know what a furnace is.
Yeah, same. So I just made it
Is
up
there
in my
like
head.
something we can eat? Because I imagine if we get stuck down here, we're gonna need to make use of your little jelly friends. And what about food?
Absolutely. There is
Taking notes, Fury.
a warehouse of rations over there. You can check in with them, and I'm sure they'll be happy to supply you
I
with
meant
some
like
nourishment.
out there.
Ah, well,
We
what
kinda
we
research-
mainly eat down here are steeder eggs.
Okay.
You may smell the pungent aromas.
Mhm.
This is us attracting some of the egg-laying males to females to the males we have in a pen.
Interesting. The males
so that
lay
they-
the eggs.
They produce eggs for us to eat. But if that is not to your liking, I see that you are outsiders. We do also have a large number of Bologorovs after they have outlived their usefulness illuminating the caverns. Well, we put them to use.
Oh, that's right. Can you eat them raw?
Absolutely.
Just pluck them right off
They
the
are not
wall?
poisonous, and even when they are glowing, you can eat them. Some of the children enjoy the effect it has.
It's going to be like your glowing tongue.
This is wild.
This is gonna be your glow up, Drazad.
We are-
glow up.
My
All right.
only real advice is maybe just stay away from the cave fisher den, huh? Especially if you've not been down here before. It's a very delicate art. There are only a few people that can, wrangle a cave fisher into producing silk. Get too close and, you may lose something.
What's that?
That's their pincers.
Oh.
Pincing. Mm-hmm. Snip, snip. That's both your arms. Gone.
No thanks.
I've seen it happen before.
Okay.
Anyway, like I said, rations over there. Feel free to ask me if you have any questions, and welcome. Welcome to the underground.
Okay.
He meanders off and continues to guide the Preblifs as one of them has kind of gone a bit out of the herd's range. He pulls it back in.
We can go load up on some rations. Let's go.
Okay. Entering the small warehouse, you see another desk that is mostly just a stone slab with a number of wooden shelves behind where they store a lot of these eggs and jars of Bologorovs. There are some other critters that you're familiar with, the Ashen leaves, although you haven't seen any of those bugs down here. Maybe they've brought them down. You see a woman behind the counter, a tiefling woman with pink skin. Hello? I do not recognize you, but are you hungry?
We're mounting an expedition to go below. How many sets of rations do you think we need to take?
I don't know. How far below are you going? Are you just the bottom
How far
outpost?
does it go?
We're going
Oh,
after.
we don't know. We
Oh.
don't go. You're not going beyond the outpost, are you?
Did you come across Eves?
Eve?
Eve.
Would have been a couple of days ago, and she had a sword.
She a friend of yours?
No.
We're going to take care of her.
Yeah,
That's a lie we told to get down here.
Yeah, let me guess. She like pushed past you to steal some rations.
Every time we talk to a new person.
She was hasty, I'll say.
Did she stop here for rations with you?
She asked a number of questions, but yes, she left with a large number of steeder
What did
eggs.
she ask? What did you tell her?
Well, she was asking about the friend that she was missing down here that came a number of years ago.
Isolde.
Isolde,
Right.
a
Not her
drow,
friend. Not
I
her
think.
friend.
Oh,
No,
Yes,
we
we
are
are-
That
Isolde's
is
friend.
our friend.
Right. Well, we've never met her, but friendly.
Good
banged your
rep.
knee.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I do it almost every time.
Well, I told her that I have not known a person named Isolde, but if they came through here and they were looking to go further, they would have had to pass by the deepest outpost. It's really less of a harvesting outpost like we are here. It's more of a protection outpost. They keep an eye out for any disturbances and threats that may be headed our way. So she left after that. I did mention, a woman of her age, she'd be better off leaving that stuff alone. Even someone in their prime would struggle to survive in these tunnels. I even made a little joke. Better alive in Grixton than dead in a Grixton. She didn't really like it, I guess. She didn't laugh,
That
and
is
then she
a
left.
wonderful joke.
Is she?
Wait, were
Older?
you able to see her face fairly well?
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
And she was older?
Okay, and what race was she?
Looked to be like one of you. Humanoid.
Poor.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
We are-
Yeah.
I have scales. They have skin.
Good for
She
you.
was
Ancient
sorry.
Good for you not seeing color.
She was.
green, purple, blue, and I'm the most normal looking one with black
You gather
eyes
that
and
in a
blue
culture
irises.
where everyone's skin color is different. She's
Yeah.
not used to looking
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah,
She's
yeah, yeah.
looking at like facial features. She's like, she was normal human complexion.
Cool.
But I
pointed ears or
no, her ears were rounded like yours. But she looked to be quite old.
Not just a pretty face.
Bags
Anymore.
under her eyes, long white hair.
Bags under her eyes, you said?
Yeah, she seemed quite tired, but it didn't seem to affect her or slow her down.
then we might want to hurry. She doesn't seem to be wasting any time.
You're going down there then?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I
we're
guess to
going
the
to
deepest
find
outpost
her.
first, and then we'll ask them where she might have gone from there.
Well, look, when you go, just look for Asheron. He's my brother. He works as one of the guardsmen down there. He'll point you in the right direction. I assume he would have probably seen where she went.
We will do that. Thank you.
Of course. I'll give you the same advice. Maybe just leave this one alone. Better alive in Grixton than dead in a Grixton.
Keep telling that joke.
It hasn't landed yet, but I think it's probably just the cadence.
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was funny.
None of you laughed.
Oh,
I did
Thank
not
you.
think it was funny.
Thank you.
I didn't think it was funny.
He don't think anything's
Okay.
funny.
That's also true.
Can I get any of the four of you some rations for the road?
Yeah,
Anything
of
you'd like to
Yes.
munch on?
Yeah.
Five.
Steeder eggs are going to be the best thing to keep you well nourished.
That's the
under here.
stinky thing?
Oh
Or is
no,
that-
no. The
that's just how
pheromones are what we use to
got it. Do you
create
have any of
the
those
steeder
pheromones
eggs. We do,
in
but
a jar, like a little bit? Does it attract other things?
it's quite easy for us to get, but you need to be very careful with it too much, and you may attract something you don't
That's
want.
what I was wondering.
Keep in mind that the steeders are trained here.
Yeah,
In the